welcome to another yoga studio. I'm Kat, for those of you who haven't tried one of our videos before, and it's great to have everyone on the mat with me today. So we have a yoga class that is all about firing up the core today. So there's going to be a lot of work based around the mat, not so much of the standing poses or the flowing from one pose to another. And you really want to think the whole way through, no matter what sort of pose or piece of work we're in, about firing up the core, those muscles, the deep ones that run underneath the belly button, the magic pair of pants. So we're just going to keep thinking about squeezing them in, pulling the belly button and the lower belly into the spine and up into the rib cage. So you're probably going to hear me say that a lot today. Okay, so as ever, if you need a block or a form of strap that you can use to help with any of your poses, then make sure you grab all the props you need. And when we're ready, we're going to come into a comfortable seated pose on the mat. Okay, so we are finding that comfortable position on the mat, whether that's cross-legged, taking the legs a little way out in front. If you've got your block, cushion, rolled up blanket, whatever you want to use as some sort of bolster, we can pop that in underneath the hips as well. So just settling then on the floor, sit nice and tall. Wrap the shoulders, or roll the shoulders rather, just dropping them down the rib cage, and we can bring the hands then onto the thighs or one on top of the other on the mat, on the lap, palms face upwards. Close the eyes if that feels okay, and start to tune into the breathing. So noticing that start at the inhale and start at the exhale. And we're trying to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose if we can. And slow your breathing down. We're trying to breathe into the belly and into the chest. If it helps to use your hands, take one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest, and just see if you can feel that movement, that expansion through the body with the inhale. Just letting it all go with the exhale. So we're here just for a little bit longer. Seeing if you can take the longest, slowest, deepest breaths of the day. One more big breath in and out. And then keeping that awareness of that long, deep breathing, we're going to start to take a little bit of movement through the body. So if you're in your cross-legged position, just swap the feet over. So we're going to bring the other leg, other foot in front. Inhale, roll the shoulders up. Exhale, relax them down the rib cage. So inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, down the ribs. Just take one more circle with the shoulders. Then we're going to move into some bellow breaths while we move through the arms. So inhale, reach the arms up. As you exhale, pull the elbows down by your side. So inhale, reach up. Stretch out through the fingertips. Exhale, pull the elbows into your side. So just coordinating the movement with the breathing. Maybe even just taking a little squeeze in with the belly on that exhale to start to bring that awareness into the core. Making that exhale that little bit stronger. I'm going to take 4 or 5 more breaths. And then inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, twist to the right. Fingertips reach to the mat. Inhale to the center. Exhale, twist to the left. Fingertips reach to the mat. So inhale to the right, center. Exhale, take it to the left. Inhale to the middle. Exhale, take it to the right. So we're just moving from side to side. Exhale, right. And we can think about using the core here as we twist out, breathe out, squeeze the belly into the spine. I'm going to keep this going just a little bit longer. Strong breathing, strong core. One more twist to either side. And then come back into the middle, reach the arms up, and then as you exhale, the hands are just going to come down to the thighs. Take a little tuck under with the tailbone, chin to chest. Take a little round through the back, and then exhale, squeeze the belly in. So think about those lower muscles in the core. Think about doing up a tight pair of jeans, that sort of area, using them to push the lower back away. Good. Breathe in. Sit yourself up. Maybe take the shoulders round a couple of times. And then when you're ready, we're just going to bring ourselves round onto all fours. So just moving your proper way if you need to. We're bringing the knees in underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. Just change position. So knees into the hips. Think about as you exhale, squeeze the belly in. So that comes in more of a dynamic movement, pushing the back up. Inhale, shoulders back, tailbone turns up. So exhale, squeeze the belly in, push the back up. Inhale, shoulders into the middle of the spine. Turn the tailbone up. So that the core releases as we arch, stretching through the front, but draws in as we round up. So move with your breathing. So we've got 3 things to think about. Movement through the spine, drawing the core in, and then the connection of the breath to the movement. So we've got one more round of breath. Exhale, round up, draw the belly in. Inhale, take that arch through the spine. And then come back into the middle. Take the hips back for a moment. Taking the weight out of the hands. Maybe draw some little circles. You could bring the elbows together, or the hands together rather, elbows just resting on the floor. Circling the hands one way. Circling the hands the other. And then lift back up onto your hands and knees. So coming into our bird dog or extended tabletop. Exhale, squeeze the belly in. So we're going to use the core to keep us steady. Tap the right toes under, push the right leg away and lift. So as we lift, we're trying to keep the hips level. Breathe out again. Reach the left fingers out in front. So we've got opposite arm and leg. Ground down, push down through the right fingertips and palm, push down through the left leg. Exhale, squeeze the belly in, round up, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. So as you exhale, elbow and knee comes in together underneath you. Inhale, reach away. So again, just moving with the breathing. Thinking about using the core. So we've got the core engaged, we've squeezed into that tight pair of jeans. Two more. And then take the hand down, take the knee down. We're swapping sides. So when you're ready, exhale, tuck the left toes under, just push the foot behind you, lift the heel up. Think about using the glute muscles, the muscles in your bottom to lift up with the leg. Exhale, reach the right fingertips out, and then we take it into that little elbow to knee crunch. So exhale, squeeze the elbow in and the knee in. Exhale, squeeze the elbow and knee in, squeeze the belly in. So again, just working from side to side. Find that stability in the left hand and the right leg. Got 2 more. Keep firing up the core. Good. Reach the hands out. Take then the hand down. Take the knee down. Exhale. Come back with the hips to the knees. Find your child's pose again. Bring the palms together. Press the elbows into the floor and just bring your hands behind your head. So you keep them in that prayer position. Hands behind the head. Take a little stretch through the arms and the shoulders. And then we're going to reach the hands out in front. As you inhale, come back up to tabletop. As you exhale, squeeze the belly in, tap the toes under, lift up to downward facing dog. So obviously we've been kneeling for a little while, so we might just want to take a little bit of movement here, perhaps pedaling the feet out.
Little sway with the hips, the shoulders, maybe a little bit of movement through the neck. And then when you're ready, send the heels towards the floor if you can. Trying to lengthen through the knees. Breathe out, belly draws in. So even here, we're in that strong core position. And then we want to bring our feet to the top of the mat. So you can just take as many steps as you need to bring your feet to the top of the mat. Allow yourself just to drop forwards, drop the crown of the head. Big breath in here. Keep a bend in the knees, just allowing the head, the weight of the head to drop the spine to the floor, stretch the spine to the floor. And then as you exhale, squeeze the belly in, round yourself all the way up to standing. Inhale, reach the arms up into extended Tadasana, and then exhale, take the hands back down towards the floor. So we're going to take a step back with the right leg. So big step back so we can come into our lunge position. Ground down through the left foot. Exhale, squeeze the belly into the spine and into the ribs. Inhale, lift up with the chest. So we're going to move from our lunge to our warrior three, Virabhadrasana 3. So choice here to either keep the hands in that prayer position or extend them out to the side. So when you're ready, we're going to exhale, belly draws in, push forwards through the back foot, come into that T shape. Inhale, step back into your lunge. Exhale, squeeze the belly in, push forwards, come into that warrior three. Inhale, take it back. So obviously a lot of work for the legs because we're moving into our balance, but it all is going to, what keeps us steady is the core. So exhale, warrior three, inhale, lunge. So just moving forwards and backwards, following your breathing again. Seeing if you can keep yourself as steady as possible. So we've got 3 more. Keep reaching out through that back heel, squeezing the belly in at the same time. Good, last one. Take the back leg down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands down towards the floor. So we're going to step back into our plank. Pause here. So knees on the mat if you need it in your plank position. Push away through the heels. Whichever one you're in, you can still think of pushing away through the knees. Tucking the tailbone under, squeezing the belly in. Ground down through the fingertips. Feel the palms stick themselves to the floor. Good. So lower all the way down towards the mat. Squeeze your elbows into the side. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. Lift through the chest. Find cobra. Squeeze your glutes down to the floor. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Take a bit of movement in your downward facing dog if you need it. And then we're just going to come up to the top of the mat. So again, you can take as many steps as you need to. Maybe you're going to take one big step up through the right. Maybe you hop. Exhale, release. Come to forward fold. Inhale, micro bend the knees, sweep the arms all the way up. Lift the chest. Exhale, take the hands down towards the floor. And then step back with the left foot. Come into that lunge position again. So ground down through the right foot. Big toe, little toe, back of the heel presses into the floor. Squeeze the chest up. Reach the arms up. Okay, good. So hands are by your side or in your prayer position. And we're going to come through that warrior three lunge movement. So when you're ready, exhale, belly draws in. Push yourself forwards. Come into warrior three. Inhale, bend the knees, step back into your lunge.
So exhale, squeeze the belly in, push forwards, come to warrior three. Inhale, step back, high lunge. So just moving forwards and backwards again. Keeping that awareness of that core. You've got that tight pair of jeans on all the time. Keep it going. And if you need it, you can just pause. Maybe you just want to hold on your lunge for a minute. Maybe you need to stand up, give the legs a little shake out. This flow is yours, so you do as much as you can. We've got two more if we go. It's still going. Good. Come back into that lunge. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands all the way down towards the floor. Step back into plank, squeeze the belly in, tap the tailbone under. Option to drop the knees again if you need to. Ground down through the hands, push the heels away. So breathe here. Squeeze the belly in towards your spine. Good. When you're ready, exhale, take it down towards the floor. If you want to come to chaturanga into upward facing dog, you can. Otherwise, we lower all the way down. Roll the shoulders back, lift up through the chest. Cobra, exhale. Send the hips up and back, pushing through the knees, downward facing dog. So we're going to come up to the top of the mat again. So hop, take a big step, or take lots of little steps if you want to bring the feet together at the top of the mat. Breathe out. Let the head drop to the floor as you come to your fold. Inhale, take a little bend in the knees as you sweep all the way up, reaching the arms up. Exhale, take the fingertips all the way back down towards the mat. So we're going to step back with the right leg again. Breathe out, lift up, squeezing the belly in. Come up into your high lunge. As you breathe out, turn the back foot round, open the arms out so they're parallel with the floor. So the back foot you've got turned out just so that you can then get the heel towards the floor. Arms are parallel with the mat underneath, and we're in a warrior two. Squeeze the belly in. So even here we can be aware of our core. Push down through the big toes, the little toes, the backs of the heels, and then lift up through the arches of the feet so you get the legs working. So yes, we're thinking about our core, but that doesn't mean to say we can't also get the rest of the body working today. All right, we're coming into our side angle. So as you exhale, bring the left elbow to the left thigh, reach the right arm up and over the ear. Exhale again, see if you can take your left, squeezing the belly in, take your left arm away from the thigh, reach it out to the side. If you can't quite lift it up off the leg, that's fine. Just keep breathing out, squeeze the belly in. Good, we're here for one more big breath in and out. And then as you breathe in, just take the arms all the way back up to your warrior two. Good. The hands then are the right hand's going to sweep round. Turn yourself around so you come back to that high lunge. Breathe in. Take the hands back down towards the floor. And then we're going to drop the right knee down towards the mat, shuffling the left leg back. So the right foot then just turns itself off the side of the mat, and we stretch out through the left foot. Right fingers are resting on the mat. Breathe out, squeeze the belly in, reach the left arm up and over the ear. So we've got a nice big side stretch here, starting to think almost about a side plank position. We're going to lift and lower them with that left leg. So when you're ready, exhale, take the leg up. Inhale, drop it down. So exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. So again, just thinking about working the movement with the breathing.
keeping the belly strong. We've got 2 more. Good. Take the left foot down. Bring the hand back down towards the floor. Shifting yourself back round so that you're facing the mat underneath. Breathe out. Squeeze the belly in. Step the right leg back. We're back into our plank position. Inhale and then exhale. Lower down, squeezing the elbows in. So come all the way to the mat or chaturanga if you prefer. Inhale, lift up with the chest. Come to cobra or up dog. Exhale, take the hips back. Come back into your downward facing dog. Okay, so we want to step up then with the right leg towards the top of the mat. So take one big step up, or if it helps, both knees towards the floor. Step the right foot through. Lift the back knee up if you need it, and then we're going to breathe out, squeeze the belly in. Inhale, lift the arms up, come to your high lunge. So we're going to find that warrior 2 position again. The back foot turns out slightly. Maybe it turns out so it's all the way to parallel with the back of the mat, but we want to be able to get the heel to the floor. If you need it, take a bigger step with the left foot out towards the edge of the mat. If that helps you, then just get into this position with the legs. Arms are parallel with the floor. We look down through the middle finger, front middle finger, press through the big toe, the little toe, the back of the heel, and then squeeze all the way up from the arches of the feet up in towards the hips. Belly strong. Okay, once we're strong with the legs, we can then think about moving into our side angle. Exhale, tilt forward, right elbow to right thigh. Keep the belly drawn in here. The belly is nice and strong. If you can, reach the right arm out to the side. So keep pressing down through the little toe sides of the feet. Keep the legs strong, keep the core drawn in. So all of those muscles, it's not just the core, we've got the obliques working as well. All of that abdominal area is working to hold us here. Good. As you inhale, pull the left arm back, lift back up to your warrior 2. And then exhale, circle the left arm round so we come back round into our high lunge. Take the hands all the way down towards the floor, and then as you breathe out, see if you can just pull, slide, shuffle that left foot up towards the top of the mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, little bend in the knees, sweep the arms all the way up, come into your Tadasana, and then exhale, take the hands back down towards the floor. So we're going to step back with the left foot this time. Take the hands down so they're underneath the shoulders, but shuffle your right foot a little way out to the edge of the mat. So we're going to think about moving into our side plank. So we're going to slide. Again, you can drop this left knee towards the floor if it helps. Slide your right foot a little way further down the mat. And then as you breathe out, see if you can lift back up through the hips. So we're going to roll onto the left hand, the left foot. As you exhale, turn the left foot round so you come onto the little toe side edge of the foot. Reach the right arm up. So we're here, we've got support of both legs if we want. If you're feeling strong and you want to work harder, we're going to step the right foot back to join the left. Either way, keep squeezing that belly in when we've got that super strong awareness of the core. Lift up with the hips, the ribs, hips and ribs, lifting up towards the ceiling. Breathe. Good. Take the right hand down towards the floor, and from whichever position you're in, just bring yourself back into plank. So if you've had that right foot up, higher up towards the floor, see if from there then you up the mat, you see if you can slide it, shuffle it back. Breathe out, squeeze the belly in, and we're going to lower all the way down towards the mat. Good. Reach the arms back behind you. We're just going to do a little bit of work for the glutes, or more work for the glutes. So kind of always important things to think about
when we work with our core, because they are all part of our trunk area. As we breathe in, we're going to lift the chest up, lift the arms up, take the legs up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up the arms, the chest, the legs, come to locust. Exhale, lower. Keep it going. Remember, you can pause if you need to. So, exhale, release. Push yourself all the way back to your child's pose. Let's take some big breaths in our child's pose. And then reach the arms and the hands back out in front. Lift up onto your hands and knees, tuck your toes under, lift the hips back up, come to your downward facing dog. So again, breathe out, squeeze the belly in so that you draw your lower belly, your belly button into the spine and up into the rib cage. Press through the fingertips and the palms. See how much of the feet you can press into the floor. And then when you're ready, step up with the left foot. So remember, you can do this by dropping the knees or just sweeping it all the way to the top of the mat. So we want to try that side plank on the other side. So we're going to shuffle the left foot out to the side. Maybe it needs to, we're then going to just shuffle it a little bit further down as well through the mat. Drop the knee to the floor if it helps. So we're going to come into our side plank. Breathe out. Belly button to spine. Roll onto the right toe, little edge of the back foot. Left toes are going to turn out to the edge of the mat. Reach the left arm up. So you can stay here or squeeze the belly in again. Step back with the left foot to join the right. Whichever position you're in, keep squeezing the belly in, pushing the ribs and the hips, remember, up, up, up towards the rib cage. Imagine someone was pulling that left arm upwards, helping to take the weight up that right arm. Good, and then pushing it in, bring yourself back into your plank position. We're going to sit the belly in. And then step that left foot all the way back up towards the top of the mat. Bringing the feet together. So remember, you can hop, step, shuffle, do whatever you need to. Halfway lift and then exhale, fold. Inhale, a little bend in the knees, squeezing the belly in as you reach all the way up. With the fingertips, come to Tadasana. Exhale, hands into the center. Okay, we're going to just work on a standing balance, which is going to engage the core at the same time. So exhale, squeeze the belly in, root down through the left foot. So think big toe, little toe, round to the back of the heel, suck up through the foot all the way up in towards the hip. Exhale again, pull the right knee up in towards your chest. So you can stay here, arms can reach side if that helps with the balance, or we're going to try and extend that right leg away from you. So if that means it drops a little, don't worry about it. Just think about you, the core, squeezing it in to help keep the leg lifted as high up as we can. Obviously, there's a little bit of work here, extending through the back of the leg. So even if you've got the bit of a bend in the knee, we're still having to use our core to hold the leg up. Good. Take the leg down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Lift up through the chest. Squeeze the glute muscles in. So we just take a little stretch out through the front of the hips. And then exhale, take it all the way down towards the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. So maybe that means you bring your fingertips to your shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, a little bend in the knees. Round all the way up. Reaching the arms back up again. Exhale, hands to the heart, to the center. Standing balance on the other side. So we're going to exhale, draw the belly in, think big toe, little toe, back of the heel on the right foot, draw all the way up through the arch of the foot, through the legs up into the core. Breathe out, take the left leg up. So then think about whether you want to keep the knee bent, whether you want to try and extend a little, maybe it extends out a lot. Hands can come back by your side if that helps with the balance, or keep them into the center. It's up to you. Focus the eyes. So we're focusing on squeezing the belly in and then focusing the eyes on one spot in front of us. And that's all going to help with the balance, keeping that left leg lifted. Breathe. And then exhale, take the left leg down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Lift up with the chest, squeeze the glute muscles in. Take that little stretch through the front. Exhale, bring the hands down towards the floor. So we're just going to inhale, step or hop the feet back so you come into your plank. Exhale, squeeze the belly in, lower all the way down towards the floor. So we're going to take that Salasana pose, our locust pose. This time we're just going to lift and hold. So when you're ready, inhale, shoulders up, chest up. See if you can peel the thighs up, squeeze the glutes in. Palms are face down to the floor. Exhale, release. Push all the way back into your child's pose. Just taking some time then here to relax. Relax the back, relax the hips, relax the shoulders. So the knees can be closer together. Maybe that makes the back feel better. Maybe we actually want to take them a little bit wider. Support the head with the hands if that helps. Just stacking the hands up as high as they need to go. Or maybe even using your block or your cushion. That can be quite nice just to let the head rest on. And then you can still bring your hands round by your feet. So take some big breaths in. So we've had some really good, strong, hard work so far. We've got a little bit more to go before we just take a little stretch and come into our relaxation. So when you're ready, we're going to exhale, round ourselves up to kneeling. Just send the feet one way, the hips the other, so we can extend the legs out in front. Bring yourself towards the top of your mat, and then as you exhale, tuck the tailbone under, draw the belly in. Just take your time, bring yourself down towards the floor. You've got the arms there to help, the hands there to help if you need it. Inhale, float the arms back, stretch out from fingers to toes, and then exhale, bring your hands down by your side. Okay, so we're going to hug the knees up in towards your chest. Pause here for a moment. Maybe you want to just take a little rock or some little circles in each direction with the knees. When you're ready, clasp the hands together. Bring your hands round to the back of the head. Exhale, squeeze the belly in so you push your lower back into the floor. Roll your chin to your chest, take the head up. As you exhale, stretch the right leg away from you. We're just going to twist to bring the right elbow to the left knee. Inhale to the center. Exhale, extend through the left leg, left elbow to right knee. Inhale, come back to the middle. So we extend through one side and then twist the other way. Inhale to the center, exhale, extend and twist. Come back to the middle. If it's too much to keep the head and neck lifted, just keep on working on extending through one leg and then the other side. The legs don't even have to come down towards the floor. You can literally just push away. Keep the core strong. So we want to keep on thinking about pushing the lower back down in towards the floor. So exhale, extend and twist. Inhale to the center. Keep it going if you can. Remember, you can stop whenever you need to
maybe just take both feet down towards the floor and come into a full body stretch out from fingers to toes. We're going to take 2 more to either side if we're still working. Good. Come back into the middle, lower down through the chest and the head. Trot 1 foot to the floor, the second foot to the floor. Inhale, stretch out from fingers to toes. Maybe wriggle a little bit more through one side than the other side. Feel that stretch come through the muscles in the belly. And then bend the knees, bringing the feet in front of the hips. Let the arms relax out to the side. So we're just going to start with a nice easy twist, and then we can build it up. So we take a little bit more work through the abs and the core if we want. So exhale, roll the knees to, inhale, roll the knees to the right. As you exhale, squeeze the belly in, bring the knees into the middle. Exhale, inhale, roll the knees to the left. Exhale, belly in, knees to center. So we're inhaling, letting the knees drop one way. Exhaling, thinking belly button, lower belly into the spine, up into the ribs as we roll into the center. So you're using that the core, the abdominal area, to pull the knees into the middle each time. So we've got one more in each direction with the feet on the floor. Good. Then, if you want to work harder, we just start to lift 1 foot up off the floor and then the second foot up. Inhale, knees to one side. Exhale to the center. Inhale, take the knees the other way. Exhale to center. Still thinking about drawing in with those abdominal muscles, in with the core each time we come into the center. And of course, if you want to work harder, you can also start to extend your feet to the ceiling, twist back to the center, and then twist the other way. Exhale, squeeze the belly in, come back to the center. So you're just choosing how hard you feel you can work today. Or it might just be, again, how much space you've got. But we know we're working hard with the core because we're feeling ourselves draw in with the belly each time we roll into the center. So we're going to go for 4 more to either side. So come to the right and the left. And then we've got 3. And 2. One more if we can to the right. And then to the left. Come into the center. Lower both feet to the floor. Inhale, roll the knees to the right and just let them relax there a moment. So push the right hip away, the top hip, the left hip away from you. Melt the left shoulder in towards the floor. Maybe take a little look over towards your left fingers with the eyes, with the nose. And then exhale, squeeze the belly in, roll the knees over to the left. Same thing here. Let the knees, the feet melt in towards the floor as best they can. Push the right hip down towards the bottom of the mat. Melt the right shoulder in towards the floor. Look towards the left, the right thumb, the right fingers. And then exhale, squeeze the belly in, roll into the center. Take another full body stretch out from fingers to toes. Just really think of the rib cage, the chest, and the hips, the pelvis moving away from each other so you stretch through the belly. And then exhale, hug the knees up in towards the chest. Take a little rock there. And we're going to take a few little rock and rolls to sitting. So inhale, As you exhale, chin to chest, roll yourself up, squeezing the belly in. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, roll. Squeeze the belly in. See if you can hold the balance with the toes. So a nice little massage for the back as we just roll forwards and backwards through the spine, using the core to bring us up. So we've got one more. Keep the chin tucked in, roll all the way up, hold the toes, and then lower the feet towards the mat. So we're going to have a little play with our boat pose as our final really strong core exercise, abdominal exercise. So sit up tall, lift the shoulders up to the ears, and then exhale, melt them down the rib cage. Inhale, lift the chest, and then as you exhale, squeeze the belly in. Take a little tuck under with the tailbone, under the sit bones, taking the feet up from the floor. So we're in our boat. Keep the knees bent. You can stay supporting the backs of the thighs, or you can reach the hands away. As you exhale, try and tap the right foot down and lift. Exhale, tap the left foot down and lift. So exhale, tap right. Exhale, tap left. So remember, if you want, keep supporting the feet, the backs of the thighs here. Exhaling, taking the feet down. Inhaling, lift in. Each time you exhale, just think belly to spine. Belly to spine. And that way we know we're going to keep that core nice and strong. So we're going to go for one more to either side. So tap right, tap left. See if you can maybe just hold for a couple of breaths. Maybe we even want to try and extend the legs then now. Good. Then find the backs of the thighs if you haven't got them already. Lower one foot down, lower the second foot down. Just take your hands back behind you. Give your knees a little roll from side to side. Good. That was a strong push there just at the end. Come back into the center. Sit nice and tall, and we're going to extend through the left leg, cross the right foot over the left leg. If you want, you can then just take a little sweep of the left heel. So you bring your left foot around by the hip. Reaching up through the crown of the head, inhale, take the left arm up, and then as you exhale, twist to the right. So maybe the elbow just wants to come to the outside of the knee. Maybe you want to just take a hug, a wrap around that right leg. Inhale, sit tall, and then as you exhale, twist a little further round to the right. Push down through the right foot in towards the floor. So remember, if it doesn't feel right to keep the left leg tucked in underneath, you're just going to extend it back out in front. So a nice stretch for the back, the belly, the hips, the chest, the shoulders here. And then inhale, release it, come back into the middle. And we're just going to take the right foot, then cross it back over. Bring the foot onto the inside of the thigh, the calf, or maybe it even extends a little bit out wider. Use your block here if you want to sit on. And then again, if you like to come into your fold with your strap, we can take our strap. We're going to inhale, sit tall. And then as you exhale, reach forwards with the chest coming down over your thigh, your knee. So use your strap if you want, just to help pull you down over the leg. If you're quite happy without and you just want to hold on to the calves, the ankle or the foot, maybe even have the hands on the mat, then you can work there as well. Good. Inhale, sit up, extend through the right leg. And then as you exhale, bring the left foot in, cross it over the right. So you've got that choice of keeping the right leg out in front or twisting it in, so you just bring the heel round to the hip. Inhale up through the crown of the head and up through the left fingertips. Exhale, twist to the right. So again, maybe it's the elbow comes to the outside of the knee. Maybe we're just going to wrap around that left leg. Inhale, sit tall.
Exhale, squeeze the belly in a little so that we can twist a little further to the left. So this time we keep pushing down through the left foot, left big toe, left ball of the foot. Good. Inhale, come back into the center. Extending through the right leg if you need to. Left foot's going to come then round so it's on the inside of the thigh or the shin. Or again, you've got that option just to let it rest out that little bit wider. Flexing the foot to use your strap if you need to. We're going to inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. So all of that movement is coming from the hips as we bring ourselves down over the right side. So we might notice something in the back, there might be something in the hips, maybe it's a nice stretch through the back of the leg. Just think about pushing the heel one way out in front and the sit bone, the top of that right leg back behind you. Good, sit nice and tall. And this time bring the right foot up to join the left. Might want to just take a little rock here for a moment. Maybe the knees just want to float up and down. And we're just going to finish in our seated Vajrasana pose before we come back down towards the floor. So shuffle the heels towards the hips towards the heels. Hands are going to come down, thumbs down into the middle of the feet. As you exhale, open the soles of the feet to the ceiling like you're opening a book. Squeeze the knees out away from you. Try and sit nice and tall. So think of lengthening through the lower back, the chest, the neck, the crown of the head. Gently just squeeze the belly in. So even though we're sitting, we've still got the core, just gently working for support. Squeeze those knees out a little wider. If you do want to take a fold from the hips, you can. If that feels all just a little bit too much, just stay sitting nice and tall, working on opening the knees out wide. Good. Exhale, release. Squeeze the knees in towards each other. And I'm going to take that little roll back down towards the floor. So breathe out, squeeze the belly in, just rolling down towards the floor. Use your arms, use your hands if you need to help once you get there. Inhale, full body stretch. Exhale, bring your hands back round by your sides and just walk the heels up so they come to just in front of your hips. So we're going to work with our bridge pose. Take a little bit of movement through the shoulders. Just try to give the shoulders and the hips and the belly a little bit of a release. So when you're ready, exhale, turn the tailbone up, peel the lower back off the floor, roll all the way up onto your shoulders. And breathe in at the top, exhale, roll back down through your spine. So we're going to take one more. Exhale, turn the tailbone up, peeling the back up off the floor, squeezing the belly in. Inhale, squeeze the glute muscles in, pushing the hips up. Exhale, take it back down towards the floor. Now bring the arms in if you can. So as you exhale, turn the tailbone up, float the arms up, back behind you, breathe in. As you exhale, roll back down through the spine, but leave your arms behind you. Breathe in, circle the arms all the way back round by your side. Exhale, turn the tailbone up. Pulling in with the core, squeezing in with the glutes. Come up onto your shoulders as far as you can. Arms are floated back, breathe in. Breathe out, roll down, leaving the arms behind you. Breathe in, circle the arms, maybe pulling through the elbows a little, so we make a little cactus or V shape with the arms, circling the arms back around by side. So we're just going to take two more. Exhale, turn the tailbone up, floating the arms back. Inhale, hold. Exhale, roll back down through the spine.
circling the arms back round by your side. So last one, exhale, turn the tailbone up, roll the hips up, float the arms back. Squeeze the belly in, squeeze the glutes in. Exhale, take it back down through the spine. Release the arms round back by your side. Good. Exhale, bring your knees up in towards your chest. And then next breath out, lift up through the legs. Just stretch the feet up towards the ceiling. And just draw some little circles with the toes on the ceiling. So just taking a little circle one way. And then a little circle back the other way. When you're ready, breathe out, let the knees relax back down in towards your chest. Take a little hug of the knees. And then we're just going to come into our happy baby pose. So open the knees out to the side. Holding around the backs of the thighs to start. As you exhale, just bend, open through the feet so that we show the soles of the feet to the ceiling. We're going to keep our knees squeezed in towards our shoulders. So we can stay here, holding around the backs of the thighs. Maybe we come to the calves. Maybe we're going to hold on to the ankles. Maybe we come up and hold on to the feet. Just squeeze the knees then down into the armpits. Just taking maybe a little stretch through the hips here. Maybe you notice an extra stretch in the back. And then when you're ready, exhale, release the feet down. Sliding the feet away from you, take your arms back just for one last stretch through the front. So we're going to inhale, stretch out through the right fingers and the right foot. Feel that stretch come through the right side of the belly. Exhale, stretch through the left fingers to the left foot. So again, we want to feel that stretch through the left side of the belly. And then stretch all the way out from both feet to both hands. Feel the stretch through the whole of the front, the whole of the belly. Really stretching out those muscles that have been working so hard. And then when you're ready, exhale, bring your knees back up in towards your chest. Take a little rock there. And then we're going to come into Shavasana, into relaxation. So take the feet down towards the floor. Stay here if you prefer with the knees bent. Otherwise, we're sliding the feet away from you. Just let the hands relax down, flopping them off the side of the mat, closing the eyes. Bringing your attention fully to your breathing then now. So take some long, big, deep breaths in. Breathing all the way down into the belly, into the chest. See if you can feel the movement through the belly, the movement through the chest. And with each inhale, see if you can slowly just allow the stomach muscles to relax a little bit more. Maybe just taking a little scan through the belly, noticing where you might be feeling a little bit of tension still. That area's been working really hard, so just paying extra special attention to it now. So we allow it to relax. Maybe
to relax all the way from the edge of the waist round into the center to the belly button. And then let the left side relax. Thinking of coming all the way from the edge of the waist into the middle of the belly button. And then just feel that relaxation radiate out from the core, out from the belly. So we relax the back and the hips. Relax the chest and the shoulders. Relax through the legs, all the way down, relaxing the feet. Relax the arms, and all the way down through to the hands and the fingers. Relax the neck. Relax the head. Relax the mind. Maybe even thinking about relaxing the breathing for this last moment here, resting on the mat. And then when you're ready, we're going to slowly start to bring some movement through the fingers, the toes, the hands and the feet. Take your arms back past your head, stretching out from fingers to toes if you want, before hugging the knees up in towards your chest. Take a little rock from side to side until you roll yourself round onto the side. Keep your eyes closed if you can as you slowly push your way up to a comfortable seated position on the mat, however that might look. And reaching the arms up. Exhale, bring your hands down through to your center as you bow your head to your fingers. Just sealing all your practicing, thanking yourself for your effort with Namaste. Good, well done. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you found a little bit of fire in the core and you felt that work in that abdominal area, and maybe that, like I say, with that trunk area, including with the glutes. If you did like it, leave a thumbs up. Remember, you can always leave a comment or a question and I will below, and I will do my best to get back to you. And if you do like it, remember you can always subscribe to the channel, and that just helps to keep you up to date with all our classes, new classes, as we bring them out. Okay, take care then now. Bye.